Welcome to the New Moon series by Uncommon Methods, where the mystical meets the meaningful. I'm Jill Marie, and each month we explore the energy of the new moon together through astrology, intention, and ritual. Here we do things differently. We honor the unseen, we trust the timing, and we believe in the power of a reset. In this video, we are looking at the new moon in Scorpio, which rises on November 20th, and it's at 28 degrees Scorpio. And that's going to happen about 1:47 in the morning. So if you can, grab a candle, or not, just use the one that's going to come up on the screen, and let's get grounding. Inhale deeply, hold, and exhale. Another inhale, hold, and release. Each deep inhale brings in a glowing golden light. It fills every cell in our body and the space around us. Each exhale releases all that is not in our best interest. One more inhale in and release. This is a sacred space. There's no judgment, no magic. It's just magic. Just allow another release. Deep inhale, hold, and release. Allow the release. Allow all the stale, stuck energy to leave your body and be left with the light. So this moon is a moon of depth, release, and emotional rebirth. It's a moment when what's hidden beneath the surface wants to be transformed. We are in the season of stillness, the cold moon, a time when the air sharpens, energy quiets, and we are invited inward to listen. Now, there's no eclipse this month, but it does unfold underneath a Mercury retrograde, also in Scorpio. So our inner dialogue, our shadow reflection, and our urge to rewrite old emotional narratives, that's going to be amplified during this time. So together they create a story of destruction. And of course, renewal, because with everything that that disintegrates, there is a new beginning. And with Scorpio, there's a lot of depth, right? Some truth, some rebirth. It's deep, mysterious, intuitive, emotionally magnetic. They see what others overlook, and they feel what others suppress. They thrive in transformation. Rebirth is its art form. But there's also a fear of vulnerability. They have power struggles. They're jealous. They're control, right? They want to control everything. They also hold on to pain instead of releasing it. They hide their emotions instead of alchemizing them. Now, being a water sign, it means living through life of a language of emotion, intuition, empathy. Water signs like Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, they all feel everything deeply. And they often sense things before the undercurrents, right? Before there's no word spoken. They're the dreamers, the healers, the empaths. They're ruled by their ability to flow and merge and connect with others on a soul level. Like the tides, their emotions ebb and flow. Sometimes still and reflective, sometimes powerful and consuming, but it's always cleansing and transformative. Water teaches us that feeling is wisdom, and that true strength, yes, true strength, often comes from softness and surrender. Now, being a fixed sign means that they embody stability, loyalty, and determination. Imagine Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and of course Aquarius. They anchor the Zodiac. They provide us with persistence and strength to see things, right? They're the anchors of the Zodiac. But they help us when others might give up. They still have the strength. They give us the strength. These signs, they are the builders, the sustainers. They're the ones who bring the ideas into lasting form. And their steadfast nature can sometimes appear stubborn or resistance to change. It also gives them incredible focus, resilience, and most of all, endurance, right? They can endure a lot of things because they don't give it up. They, like I said, they don't give up the pain. They hide their emotions. They don't give them up. But the fixed signs remind us that true transformation doesn't come from constant motion. It comes from commitment, It comes from depth and staying power. So Scorpio is ruled by 2 planets. Mars, which is the traditional ruler, and it brings intensity, drive, and passion. And this moon's energy, the new moon under Mars, is basically going to urge us to act with deep emotion rather than logic, fueling transformation, courage, and truth-seeking. It's a fiery influence within a water sign, meaning emotions run hot, and hidden desires or frustrations may rise to the surface. Mars is asking us not to fear, realize our own power, and channel it wisely, turning raw emotion into purpose and vulnerability into strength. Now, the other ruler is Pluto, and it's about regeneration and truth. And it can bring the shadows to the surface as well, through loss or through change. It's the modern ruler, and it adds depth, mystery, transformation to this moon's energy. Its influence invites us to shed old layers and confront the truths that are buried beneath the surface. It's the planet of death and rebirth. It encourages deep emotional healing, shadow work, empowerment through release. Pluto reminds us that endings are not failures. They are situations and initiations to a level of new truth, strength, and soulful alignment. This is asking you to trust the process of purification, to see endings as sacred invitations. So let's go on to the moon whispers. Aries, let go of the need to always be in control. Power comes from surrender now. Taurus, release what keeps you safe but small. Step towards an emotional risk. Gemini, your truth wants to be spoken. No more hiding behind humor. Okay? We all love to laugh, but get your truth spoken. Cancer, heal the wound that taught you how to carry everyone else's pain. Just let it go. Leo, vulnerability is strength. Let your heart be seen. Let us see it. Virgo, stop fixing and start feeling. The answers live in your body. Libra, balance doesn't mean quiet. It means honesty. Speak your truth. Scorpio, shed the old skin. This is your cosmic rebirth. Sagittarius, what belief are you clinging to that no longer fits your expansion? Capricorn, control isn't safety. Let something crumble to let something real grow. Aquarius, your light needs shadow to be complete. Let contrast guide you. Pisces, you already know the next step. Trust your intuition's whisper. So this moon invites us to go beneath the surface, to face what we've been avoiding. It's asking us to sit in some discomfort, some grief, or even change long enough to understand their wisdom. The Scorpio new moon is not here to make things easy, but it is here to make them true. So when you're journaling, I'm going to be journaling on what am I holding on to that is draining my energy. And my mantra for this month, it's going to be from endings, I rise renewed. Like the phoenix. And remember, your thoughts, they all matter. They reflect and ripple out into the world. So keep them positive. Keep them uplifting. And repeat them under candlelight if you can, or while you're journaling. Just close your eyes and remember a time you thought something was ending, yet it became your beginning. Feel that resilience rising up in you again. And whisper to yourself, I am reborn each time I release what no longer serves me. And carry that memory like a torch through this lunar cycle. You know, your gentle nudge this moon is tell yourself the truth you've been afraid to say out loud. Transformation begins with honesty. So let that nudge you along. And the moon talk? Wow. Scorpio tells us, that you can deepen your connection to intuition with your inner power. What truth have you avoided? Either in a relationship. Try a ritual. You can do a salt and a shadow bath, a truth candle. I'm going to do an ancestor jar. Take a small glass jar, pitch a piece of salt, sand, a symbol of transformation like obsidian or garnet, and just something simple and personal. A trophy, a keepsake, or a family token. A couple weeks ago I was meditating and my grandfather's trophy wanted to be coming out. So it was a symbol of dedication and strength. And anyway, that's what I'm going to keep focusing on this month. Just know that it's all up to you what you want to do. Just thank you for joining me for this new moon moment here at Uncommon Methods. And as we close this Scorpio new moon journey, remember, this is a time of sacred transformation. The darkness isn't something to fear. It's the fertile soil where our next vision begins to bloom. Trust what's being released. Honor what's being revealed. And know that your rebirth is already in motion. Again, thank you for joining me. And if this resonated with you, I hope you'll like and you'll subscribe. Tell us in the comments, what are you calling in this moon cycle? Until next time, trust your rhythm, honor your timing, and most of all, stay uncommon. See you next month.